Right? How you all doing? Let it be known, something really weird has happened today. I had a day off. Well, you're supposed to have a day off on the weekends. What you've been saying you're going to do for absolutely ages. Even like you were freaking out about having days off, then you started having days off. And that's it. You're having days off. No! Because today is probably the first time in a long time, and I mean a truly long time, I have actually had a day off where I haven't done anything that I would normally do, which would actually constitute this as an actual day off. Now, I have said before, I have done, sweet FA while still having things going on in the background. Today is the first time I have said all of it in the bin. I have done a grand total of nothing up until right now. And it's about 10 to midnight. Well, actually, no, can we, maybe we can null and void that, because I was dicking around with audio gear until like 2 o'clock in the morning, but that was that was just for a laugh. That was a roll on from yesterday's vlog, which I'll get to in a minute. So, yeah, I've done nothing. I have hung out with family all day. No games, no music, no audio stuff, no video stuff. I have just sat and hung out with the family. And it's been great. Stress has been near non-existent. And it's beautiful. An actual day off. Do I feel guilty for it? You damn right I do. It's a full day that I could have done any number of things with. But it has still been nice. It's to be able to hang out with the wife and just life. We've been watching an anime called The Devil is a Part-Timer, where the devil leaves one world where they believe in demons and the devil and all that kind of stuff, and the devil ends up here in modern day, well, not here, but in modern day Japan, where people don't believe in magic and the devil and demons and angels and that kind of stuff. And so the devil is largely kind of empty of power. There is no power there. So the devil ends up getting a part-time job at what is effectively a McDonald's and just tries to live a happy, normal life. And it was neat. I thought it was a neat show. So we just chilled out, watched that. And it's been nice. So, yesterday, I set up the little streamy thing, that one, and I was like, will it work? Of course it'll work. Did it? Yes, really well actually, with two minor things I'd tweak. One, I had the camera set too dark, assuming that I'd be able to put the light closer to myself, so that the light would be closer, so given its limited brightness, depending on camera settings, if you have the light further away or closer to you, you'll achieve proper exposure. So I had the camera actually exposed as if the light was like here, but the light was back here, so there was a lot of drop off. So I was a lot darker than I would have liked to have been, even though I like low-key imagery. That was pretty dark, because the stand couldn't handle having the microphone, the camera, and the light all attached to the main bar for the microphone. It would just cause it to drop all the time. You couldn't tighten it enough to hold the whole lot. So I brought it back, but I didn't make a camera adjustment. And the microphone was, well, fantastic. This wasn't one that really needed to be changed. Even with sound coming out of the speakers and stuff of the telly, there was no real bleed or anything like that. It was sufficient. It was good. My downside was that perhaps I could have done with increasing the gain, so boosting the volume level of it. But outside of that, it was fantastic. Because if you were to listen to my main rig, where I use a completely different microphone and a completely different setup and that for the audio, my output is usually a fair bit higher. So that I gauge it where I set the telly to 22. So 11 for playing with a microphone on, 22 for if I'm watching streams, and if I have to go higher than that, it's usually too quiet. I like to have the TV locked to between 11 and 22 the entire time. So if on my normal stream, 22 is a good one. That's plenty loud enough. But on yesterday's it wasn't, so I had to bump it up higher. So just bump up the gain, get it to sit roughly where my normal rig would be, and I'd be happy regardless. So I was well chuffed. Maybe tweak the EQ a little bit, but that's just now me I'm starting to be picky. But yeah, it was alright. I mean, I've used all of these things individually before. Just, I don't know, I just like faffing about. It was fun. So, and I could sit on the sofa comfy. However, it should be noted, I think Ghost of Tsushima is a game, Ghost of Tsushima being the game I was playing yesterday, I think that's one that you really do have to have a good audio setup for, or just a nice pair of headphones clamped onto your head so you can have the volume cranked so you can actually hear. There's just so many little subtleties going on in that game, footsteps and just the wind and all sorts of things, and it just works better when you can hear it loudly, clearly, whereas listening to it with the volume turned down on a TV that's 6 foot away plus, there's a lot of atmosphere you lose. But with that said, I'm done. I've had a day off, a proper day off. And I'd like to have more of these in the future. I've not done this kind of thing in the longest time. And, yeah, whilst that may have been wasting time, maybe this is what folk wanted from me for the longest time, I don't know. But it's been nice. There's always been something going on in the background. Today I've just said sod it. Just sod it, completely. So I'm going to go make a cup of tea. I'm potentially going to crash out. I don't know. Till the next one.